Today on Primetime Local News is Agriculture Year in Review. I am joined by Minister of Agriculture for the province of Saskatchewan, David Merritt. So, Mr. Merritt, my first question is just describe Agriculture 2021 in a couple sentences.
I guess probably a year that we don't want to see again to some degree with the not only the severity of the drought, but the scale of the drought as well. It wasn't conducive to a certain area of the province, and it wasn't conducive just to the province of Saskatchewan either. It was not only Western Canada, but it was also the Midwest United States too as well. So that would be the easiest way to sum it up.
So 2020 exports for agri-food in the province were up 31% compared to 2019. Unfortunately, Mother Nature had other plans this year. Do you know just how much the export numbers will change from 2020 to 2021?
Well, I think 2020 was obviously very high with the production at over 39 million metric tons. There was a lot of carryover of that crop into this year. That's probably going to help a lot of farmers as well. So the production is going to be, down significantly this year. It's probably going to be well under 30 million metric tons. We don't have the final numbers yet, but that's kind of what we're seeing it. But I mean, also, the positive side is the price side is way up. So that's obviously helping the farmers as well.
And as you said, the drought also impacted livestock producers. Do you know if that impacted any cattle sales within the province of Saskatchewan?
I think it did to some degree, but I think when we came out with the $200 a head payment for the livestock producers, it really slowed things down, in my estimation anyway, that we saw some producers saying, okay, now they had the resources to go and try and find feed. I think the other thing we did is on the crop insurance side in raising those thresholds, doubling the thresholds for write-offs. We saw a lot of grain farmers that were in crop insurance write off some poor crop and sell it to a livestock producer as well. So we did see that. So I think that kind of mitigated a lot of the sell-off of the livestock sector, and that's what we were really trying to do. We're obviously trying to build our livestock sector, so we just wanted to make sure that we could try and hold some of it. We know some are going to have to be sold, but I think we eliminated some, a big sell-off.
And a frustrating year for farmers, absolutely. That's also met with a rise in talking about mental health. I know the Saskatchewan does have a farmers' mental health line. Do you know how often was that used?
Right. And it's a great tool to just assist farmers and ranchers or anybody out there that's in the ag industry that's really coping with challenges and stress and things like that. So it's just an opportunity for them to reach out to somebody, in a professional manner that can help communicate. And I think that's the big thing we're really trying to stress is talk to somebody, and it's all in strict confidence, and it's just a way for people to communicate and just talk about their problems. It's kind of ironic. We just came home from the FPT federal ministers meeting last week, and mental health was talked about, and it's on our agenda just about every meeting we have. So it's an issue right across the country. We know it is, and farmers and ranchers are a proud bunch. They try and get through things themselves. We always say we're a resilient group, and we are. But sometimes we just have to talk to somebody, and I encourage anyone that if they're, have depressed or having some concerns or challenges, to please reach out to somebody.
And looking back over the year, what stands out for you?
I think the announcements. I think the announcements that we saw in this province in the ag sector were phenomenal. They really were. When we see, major global companies making huge investment announcements into this province, it's really a feel-good story for the province and for the ag sector. When Viterra is going to build the largest canola crush facility in the world. Richardson's out of Winnipeg is doubling their expansion in Yorkton. We got Cirrus down at the international border building one, and we have Cargill building a facility here in the Regina area as well. But that's what really is the crux. But there is so much investments from companies in this province. When you just look at all of it, there's grain terminals being built. Grain millers doubled their capacity in Yorkton, and We've got Red Leaf building the straw board plant here, a $350 million plant. It just is, it's good news to talk about. And it really is a story we have to be very proud of, to see this kind of investment. These companies are making these sound investments on strategies on long-term investments here in the province. And it's good news for the people of the province.
Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for your time today.
You bet, Jill, anytime.